ask me, you know, where did I see myself going, or did I imagine this? I never, in my wildest dreams, I imagined that I would get to some of the heights or some of the accomplishments that I've had in my career. You know, a lot of what we were doing was just out of love of what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? We would almost, to an extent, feel frustrated because we were looking at the generation before us who came through the AUC and how they were on, and we were like, man, when is our time? Like, all these people that, you know, X, Y, and Z, they doing this, they doing that, and we like, man, you know, what's up with us? And what we didn't even realize was it was happening right there. Like, it's already happening here. It's not even like y'all waiting. Y'all, you might not even realize it's happening as you're in school right now. Sometimes we put ourselves and we look at people who may have accomplished more or may have accomplished less. And, you know, everybody's journey is different. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about really enjoying that journey and getting to where you want to go. You know, at one period in time, Dane was working at Vibe magazine. And as I was doing my thing, they were doing an article on mixtapes. And it was because of Dane that I got to be in the article. It was like, they had like the OG section, and they had, you know, who was running the game, and then they had the newcomers. And Dane literally had to tell them, like, yo, DJ Drama in Atlanta's doing this thing for the men. And I remember the time, I really don't think if, you know, we would have had that relationship, I would have got that phone call necessarily. You know what I'm saying? And it was because, you know, not only was I doing my thing, but I had somebody in another field that, you know, was looking out and was like, okay, I'm gonna make this opportunity. And, you know, that was the first time I think my face was actually in a magazine, and, you know, Dane did that. You know what I'm saying? Years later. Before, like, I started even talking on mixtapes or thinking about radio or any of that stuff, one of the first professors, well, one of the first people I met worked in, he worked in WCLK, rest in peace, his name was Tony Phillips. And he took a liking to me. I never forget, even, you know, and I didn't think about it until like 10 years later. He told me then, like, he's one of the first people I met, and he was like, yo, your voice is powerful, you know, and I think about all the things of you know, what my voice, what DJ Drama has come to represent in hip-hop, and the imaging that I do, or, you know, stuff I've done with mixtapes, and I'm like, wow, you know, this man that I met at CAU told me this years ago before I had any idea that I would become what I would become or accomplish what I would. And so, you know, and again, I mean, a lot of this stuff comes, you know, it comes from adversity. I mean, you know, we've been through, we've been through so much. Me and Sense used to split, what, $150 to do parties in the cafeteria, you know. You know, I remember when I first started DJing, my goal was to get my name on the flyer. Point blank period. Like, I felt like, yo, I gotta get my name on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything, I've said in interviews, like, everything after that has been extra. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we put in so much work that people haven't seen. It's just the day-to-day grind. And, you know, at the end of the day, I love what I do. You know, and if you choose a career or something you love, it doesn't even feel like a job at a lot of times. You know, I mean, I always loved, you know, being a DJ, and, you know, even before it opened up so many other doors and so many things I've accomplished. Like, I mean, to be honest, like, you know, it's like, one thing that keeps me motivated is that when I think of all the accomplishments that I've had, it's like, that was yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And it's about tomorrow.